Welcome to the first edition of Ghost Hunting.
All right, so Leslie and I were, for those of you who don't know, married on Halloween.
That actually makes sense.
Because Halloween is our favorite holiday.
And I needed a date that I'd remember.
We decided for one of our anniversaries we went to the St. Augustine Old Jail on Halloween. At midnight, on a full moon.
Was it really midnight?
Yeah. So this was our very first time getting into filming YouTubes, doing ghost hunting. Filming in general. Keep in mind, this was 3 years ago, so we didn't honestly know a lot of what we were doing.
We still don't.
So a lot of the footage that we used,
will use.
Yeah.
Are using.
A lot of the footage that we took,
yes.
was frankly unusable.
Nausea-inducing.
There is an entire clip where Leslie is sitting inside one of the cells and is doing a reading of tarot cards. And there is dialogue, and you can tell that we were talking. Someone forgot to turn on the microphone. So there's like a whole clip of no sound, and it's like 10 minutes long.
But didn't I like show the cards? I could still probably.
Yeah, you showed the cards and you pulled a spread and you took pictures of all of the cards so that you could go back and interpret them later.
Ah, yes. I took pictures. With my phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't know if you have those pictures anymore, do you?
Google backup might.
What we wanted to do was...
I do have the pictures!
You do? You found them?
And a video.
I
have the intro video and I filmed it landscape.
Okay.
Wow! Dang! I was on point last time!
3 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
We got married 3 years ago.
Yeah, we got married. Our 3rd year anniversary is coming up in 2 days.
Or today. If you're watching it on Halloween.
Yeah, if you're watching it on Halloween.
Just can't.
If you're watching it on Halloween, it is our 3rd year anniversary. So you should, in the comments, tell us.
Like this video if you like Halloween. Like this video if you like anniversaries. Like this video if you're not watching our video, because Mikey probably dropped her video today too, and I'm also going to be watching Mikey's video first.
So what we wanted to do was take some of the usable footage and share with you a little bit of the usable footage.
And then we're just going to redo it. Also, we wanted to redo it in general because we went with just a group of random strangers who just don't know how to ghost hunt.
Yeah, they were very loud.
So loud!
They were very boisterous. Most of them were just walking around with no ghost hunting equipment whatsoever.
And it was provided!
Yeah, you literally, the St. Augustine jail had ghost hunting equipment that you could use there, and nobody was really using it.
No, the cat's gonna do something cute and I want it on video. The St. Augustine jail. A history of. Was constructed in 1891 and was in use until 1953 when it got turned into a tourist attraction. They got sold to somebody and decided to make money off of it. Don't remember who. Henry Flagler. No, it's one of those words where, like, you say it fast and then you're like, did I say it wrong? And then I don't think I said it wrong. I know I didn't say it wrong because it's Flagler University, but, like, is that actually...
Is that what Flagler... I can't even
Flagler,
say it.
exactly!
Is Flagler University
yes.
named after this guy?
Yeah. Henry Flagler bought a bunch of land in what is now known as St. Augustine. I don't know what it was known as then. Flagler land? Flagler land?
That sounds...
I don't know. Anyway, he bought a bunch of land to build a great place for people with good morals. But he knew that there were people with bad morals that would come. And he needed a place to put them. Literally, that was almost a direct quote.
I really wish we were making this up, but it's...
awful.
It's...
So then he built a jail. And then didn't like where he put it. Because then he wanted to put a hotel there. So then he paid...
a company.
Not a company. The PJ Parley Jail Company. Because we have whole companies that exist to build jails.
Which is just...
a testament to the U.S. system. That's another video. Anyway, also, they're the ones that built Alcatraz.
Which I just took a picture of and is on my Instagram.
Insert here. Or, no, go to his Instagram to see it. Anyway, they built Alcatraz. He paid them $10,000 to pick up the jail and move it. I don't actually know how they moved it. Like, was it brick by brick? Was it just tear down, start over? There's not a whole lot of information about it. Anyway, $10,000 to move it, but he wanted it camouflaged. So he built a whole
facade?
Well, what, like, instead of whole ass, no, instead of whole ass, it'd be a whole donkey, a whole...
I don't...
He built a whole facade, Victorian-style house, to hide the fact that they were literally housing people under poor conditions.
I mean, it's how jails go, is you...
Well, there was no running water, no electricity. There's supposed to be 4 people per bunk, but they oftentimes put in more. It had a 72-person capacity, but it also had 12 women section, its own section for 12 women. Highly segregated.
Who were basically the jail's slaves,
I mean, they all were the slaves, because the men worked the fields. If the men what? No. The men worked the fields. The women worked the house because the sheriffs and their families lived on property. So the women would wake up, breakfast, clean, do all of the house stuff, and the men would go out into the field and then come back and no shower. I did say that the diet was really poor, and oftentimes their food was supplemented by the animals they caught while working the fields. I'm not laughing because it's funny. It's just like, this is what they did. The average lifespan for the jail was 2 years. They never saw a doctor. The doctor only came on hanging days. And in the less than 100-year use
Did it say why
jail,
the doctor came only on hanging days?
Well, because he needed to make sure that someone was there to pronounce them dead.
Seriously?
Yeah. But we don't care if they're, like, dying of disease and illness and stuff that spreads, because it's a bucket for 4+ people in a tiny-ass jail cell. Tiny, but tiny. I just need to drop that.
So, here's the deal. I got into one of the jail cells. Now,
history. Okay, fine, keep talking.
I'm a bigger guy, right? I could barely fit inside.
It was tight.
Like, I could barely get inside.
It was pretty much like, it's 2 bunk beds.
Yeah.
There was, I don't know, I can't remember if there was buckets.
So there were 4 bunk beds, if you remember. There were 4 because it had a tiny little middle spot.
4 total. It's 2 on either side.
Yeah. So it's 2 on either side.
4 beds, but 2 bunks.
Yeah. But they had like this tiny little aisle in between.
Little narrow. So like.
And I could barely fit in that little.
And the beds are like twin beds. Like, they're not large and in charge. But yeah, so poor conditions. They actually don't have an exact number of how many people died on property.
But it's a lot.
Sheriff C.J. Perry, who is, he is the longest warden in Florida history. sheriff, warden, whatever. He was the warden for 26 years, 2 separate terms. I don't know. He got elected twice, 1889 to 97, and then 1901 to 1919. He actually died in office. He was apparently a big-ass guy, over 300 pounds, super tall, super involved in, like, the capture of these wanton criminals.
He went hunting.
Yeah, he was, like, bounty hunter, like,
Yeah.
would go with, like it said, like, he went with his men to hunt down the most dangerous criminals, and it's
Yeah,
like...
he hunted down and chased down these men.
But he is also known to be very strict, very harsh with male prisoners. So that's why one of the things is, like, they say that men walking through the jail actually have more...
Not great experiences.
Yeah.
And I can
he lived on site with his family, and, like, we walked into his room.
And I can speak from experience. Like, so here's the deal. While we were there, we didn't find any evidence of ghosts. Like, our readers didn't go off.
So many other people, though.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there.
Just people just walk in and being like, "Oh, sorry, didn't see you in here," and I'm like, "You heard talking.
Yeah.
You think the ghost is just chatting up? How's your night go?" No.
Yeah, they were very loud. But at one point, like, the entire jail was open for us to explore. We could go anywhere we wanted, inside or outside.
Yeah.
We could go anywhere we wanted. And at one point, Leslie and I decided to go into the sheriff's quarters.
You're just trying to get where people weren't.
Yeah, and
we wanted to be where the people weren't.
And we were by ourselves in the sheriff's quarters.
I think one of the paranormal people was, like, sitting outside. They had, like, workers stationed outside certain spots.
Yes,
I say she, it might have been a he. An individual told us what the room was.
Yeah.
Before we walked in.
But that was outside the room.
Oh, yeah.
I said inside the room we were alone.
Mm-hmm. Were we though?
I don't know, because here's the thing. So Leslie didn't have anything happen to her the entire night.
Not true, my necklace broke. At the beginning.
That's true. Your necklace did break.
And I was wearing my protective amulet on it, and the chain broke.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
And that's still broken somewhere. Never fixed it. I should fix it before we go.
We should fix that, yeah. But when
someone was doing something.
Okay, so when we went into the sheriff's quarters, it was a very creepy area. Like, very creepy area. I almost instantly, walking into the room, started to get very, very sick. I was extremely dizzy, extremely nauseous. At one point, Leslie noticed that I wasn't feeling great.
Did it spike? What happened?
I'm incredibly dizzy right now.
So Leslie noticed that I wasn't feeling great, and she actually asked me, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Nope." But I was not feeling well. And then finally, like, we take a minute, and I'm just sitting there seeing if, like, this wave of nausea is gonna go away. And finally I just was like, "Nope, we're out of here. I picked up all of my things and we're out the door." And it's literally...
It was pretty creepy. Just in general.
Yeah.
Like, I know you had, like, a physical reaction. In general, it was just a really creepy room, because, like, one of the comments that you get is... It appeared like the sheriff lived above his means. Like, it's a nice place. Yeah. It was a nice little apartment quarter.
The sheriff's quarters.
There's a lot of stuff in there. And obviously not all of it's his, but, like, the Sheriff Perry is one of the bigger sheriffs that they actually, like, you can sit on a bench with a statue of him in St. Augustine. Like,
He's a well-known prominent figure in the area.
He's a part of that history.
Despite the fact that he seemed to be a terrible human being.
You gotta say allegedly.
Allegedly. But I will tell you, leaving the room, and this was the only evidence that I saw of any kind of ghostly activity, right? Is as soon as we crossed the threshold of the sheriff's quarters, I instantly started to feel better.
That was weird. Like, I'm not screwing around here and I'm not doing this for the camera. Like, I felt almost immediately dizzy and nauseous. And all we've done is move from that room into here and I instantly feel better.
I mean, there's less pressure, which is weird.
Like, that room, spirits generally, in what we've learned, spirits make things go colder, but that room felt hotter, and it felt like there was more pressure.
And within a minute, maybe two, I felt completely normal. I was no longer nauseous. There was nothing wrong with me. I didn't feel dizzy anymore. We continued to move on with the ghost hunt because inside the sheriff's quarters, I was so sick I didn't know if I was going to be able to continue. Like, I was legitimately thinking I was going to need a bathroom. And as soon as we left the room, within 2 minutes I was fine. I felt great. We continued the hunt. That's where we actually ended up going and getting into one of the cells, or at least I tried to get in. I mean, I did get into the cell, but it was a tight fit. And we continued the ghost hunt, and nothing else happened the rest of the night. Like, I felt fine, but I gotta be honest, it was one of the most intense sicknesses that I've had really ever, because it came on super duper fast and it left super duper quickly. So after we left the sheriff's room, I honestly was sitting there going, did that just happen? And it did, and it sucked, but that's the only thing that happened to us inside the jail. Alright, well, we hope that you have enjoyed this video. Obviously, again, Mulder is using the tripod as a rubbing post. But like this video if you like ghost hunting.
Like this video if you like cats.
Like this video if you like cats, despite the fact that they mess up your YouTube videos.
Like this video if you're hungry.
She is starving, so we're gonna go.
Shocked you haven't hurt my stomach.
We're gonna go. I'm going to go feed her.
Wait. Shout out to Bartholomew.
Shout out to Bartholomew. You have no idea who Bartholomew is.
Like this video if you like inside jokes, though.
But it's an inside joke.
Of sorts.
Yeah? Sort of?
We have a friend in witness protection, and we can't actually say who it is.
Is he really in witness protection?
No. But I couldn't think of another reason why,
He's a spy.
He's a spy. A spy. Catch our next video. Spy hunting. Oh my god, that's
actually a really good video.
Don't anybody steal that!
We should do that.
It's gonna be really funny.
We should do that. That might be an upcoming video, spy hunting.
Okay, so basically, to recap. Goodbye. Wait, Masterpiece Theater. Until next time.
Goodbye.